Hey besties, welcome back to You Can Write Too. It's me, Aléce, and today I thought it would be really fun to talk about my main character, introduce him to you guys. I mentioned him before in previous videos, but since we're doing kind of like a rebrand vibe where we're talking way more in depth about our stories and our characters, just bringing you guys into our world, I thought it would be so much fun to do a video dedicated to the main character in my debut novel, Humanity's End. And let's just get started. Me and my mom have books available on Amazon, all linked in the description box down below. And if you subscribe to us, you will be a part of our weekly content family where we talk all things writing about our beautiful characters. And of course, if you guys ever want to talk about your characters in the comments or anything, feel free. We'd love to hear what you guys have. But yeah, let's just get started. We don't need to make that a long intro. But I'm going to be talking about Axel Skylark. He is the main character in my novel, Humanity's End, that's available on Amazon. It is my first novel that I wrote. I wrote it during the COVID era, and I published it during my senior year of high school at 18. For those of you that don't know what Humanity's End is a apocalyptic book about a boy named Axel Skylark going to summer camp in Georgia with his best friend Olivia. And while they're there, the apocalypse basically, there is already a disease before the apocalypse really breaks out. But anyway, when he gets there, the apocalypse breaks out, and it's basically about him trying to travel to reunite with his family again. And fun fact, this isn't a spoiler because they mentioned this in the very beginning of the book. It's just Axel doesn't believe his mom. But basically, it was already a disease that a couple people were trying to talk about in the beginning of the book, and their videos were being taken down. It was being told that it was wasn't true, it was fake news, that kind of stuff. And yeah, it ultimately ended up being the truth. And so yeah, but the apocalypse, the epidemic really took place while he was at summer camp, and I just feel like that was such a fun idea to have kids scrambling to figure out what to do. And I love the book so much with a really big passion. And that book is it's either going to be a trilogy or a saga. It depends on how I'm able to conclude the story, but right now it is a standalone because I am currently working on its sequel, which I already finished writing. It's just an ending process, and all that fun stuff. But Axel, he is 16 years old. He is born and raised in California. He is the oldest of two kids. He has a little brother named August, who is 5 years old at the time of the first book. And he lives with his mom and his stepdad. He never met his dad because his dad didn't know when his parents got a divorce. They were only married for a few years, and he went active duty in the military, and he lost touch with his ex-wife, and basically he didn't know that he was gonna have a son. And so his mom tried to reach out, but his family didn't want anything to do with her, which is actually a lot of lore gets dropped in the second book. But anyway, but I will tell you guys because it's not really spoilers. It's just Axel's little backstory, his life story. But yeah. So anyways, so she moved to California, and yeah, so Axel never met his dad, but he always wanted to meet him. And yeah, so his mom remarried to a guy named Hayden. And Hayden is such a sweetie pie. He's very loving and kind, and him and his mom, when they got married, they had a son. His name is, like I said, August, which is Axel's half brother, but he doesn't like using that term. He just calls him his little brother. And yeah, so Axel grew up in this nice little suburban area, and he has a best friend named Olivia Stouffer. And they've been best friends since they were 3. Their moms met at a daycare, and that's kind of where their friendship blossomed. Olivia's mom was a daycare teacher, and that's how they met. And how their moms met and how they ultimately became best friends. So they basically almost grown up like siblings. And yeah, so I just really love their dynamic. It's really funny because Olivia's kind of bossy, but we cannot get into Olivia's plot. She will have her own time to be talking. But yeah, Axel, he's kind, he's loyal, he's honest, he's trustworthy. Really, anything you would want in a friend. That's basically how Axel is, but he's not a pushover. There's moments in the book Humanity's End where there's this one character named Selena that he does not get along with, who's friends with his best friend Olivia, and she has a lot of snarky, sarcastic comments to say to him, and a particular point in the story when they go to camp. And Axel doesn't take that sitting down. He goes right back, insults her back, and it's just like really funny banter, and just it's so funny. I really love those scenes because it really shows their relationship and how much Axel can't stand Selena and how much Selena is just really mean to Axel for no reason. Really low key out of spite and out of jealousy, really, of his relationship with Olivia, but because she would never admit it, but she thinks that Olivia's closer to Axel than her, and that just makes her angry because she wants to be the ultimate best friend. She never wants anyone to be like above her or anything like that. But yeah, Axel, I love that character so much because even you guys don't have the second book obviously because I've already written it, but it's not out. But I feel like Axel, he's a character that even though he goes through a lot, he doesn't take it out on anyone. He doesn't lash out. He surprisingly handles stress pretty well. He does have moments of kind of like, I can't believe this is happening. I've been through so much. A little bit of like anxiety moments, because I don't want to say too much to spoil the second book or the first book for those that haven't read it yet, but it's really, yeah, Axel is really, he definitely handles stress a little better than some other characters in the story. But yeah, I just really love him so much, and I just wanted to just go on a little rant about how much I love that character. And he's just, yeah, he's just such a sweetie pie. But yeah, I love that book so much, and I just thought it'd be so much fun to just talk to you guys about my best friend in the whole world, Axel Skylark, my first main character that was ever given to the world, and he just has such a special place in my heart, and I love him forever. And I hope this video was fun and enjoyable for you guys to listen to. I just want to talk a little bit about him, and maybe I'll talk more about him once the second book is released. I do want to get that released sometime this year, so be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little more about the lore with Axel Skylark, and yeah, just learn more about my characters. And if you guys like videos like this, let me know in the comments down below. My mom will also do one for maybe one or maybe many of her characters, really, but just let me know in the comments down below what stories you guys want to see or want to hear about and what characters you want to hear about. But hopefully you guys feel like you're a part of our little writing community, because we'd love to have you guys with us. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, Jesus Christ loves you, and you can write too. Bye.